well worth having. Now, for the time being, this is what I've got as a tarp. It's 1.72 metres by 2.33 metres. It's only a 90 gram tarp, which means that it's not very good quality. As soon as I can afford a better one, I'll take a better one, but for the time being, that's going in the kit. Better to have that than nothing, I suppose. And I can always reinforce it by using that as a base and then building on top of it. So there's that. Now for the fishing kit, I haven't actually put it in here because I haven't built one up yet that'll go into the bag. So I was going to take the fishing rod that I have, the telescopic rod. I was going to take that, but I just figured that I could probably just make a rod, tie some fishing line to it, and that would probably do me just as good. I've got me little slingshot, which frankly I'm not really allowed to have. So yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to take that with me, so it may have to just stay hidden, but if I was out in the bush, no one's going to see it, and it's certainly an improvement to catch small game and stuff like that with one of these than without one. Now I've chosen two knives. The two knives that I've chosen is the Mora. This one here is a carbon steel one. It's only, I think it's about 3.5 inches, 4 inches of the blade, and I've used it a number of times, and frankly I'm really happy with it. I do have another Mora knife, and it's a bigger one, but I'm not really a fan of the handle on that one. Even though this is just a moulded plastic handle, it feels more comfortable than the other one. Now, I still haven't figured out how to pronounce the name of this one. This is Mula Pioneer. I don't know how to pronounce that. It's made in Spain. I've shown it in a couple of other videos, and it's a very good quality knife. It's still stainless steel, but it's very heavy. It's where did I put it? There we go. It's got a 4mm width of the back edge of the blade, and it's got quite a nice weight to it. It would be perfect for batoning. Obviously, if I didn't have my axe on hand, which I do plan on taking my axe with me, that would come in handy. So I'll take that with me anyway. Always good to have a spare knife with you. So I've shown my tomahawk in a previous video, and that will come with me. I chose that one over the kukiri and the machete, mainly for it being compact, and I'm less likely to get in trouble with the cops if I'm carrying that than the big machete that I've got. So I'll take that one instead. Now, in the last video I showed some water bags. This one here. This is a 5 litre compact foldable water carrier. Yeah, not bad, I suppose. It feels flimsy. It feels like it would get a hole in it if I sat it on the ground. So I don't really think that's going to be any good for long-term bush use. This one here is a 10 litre heavy duty water pouch, bag, whatever you call it, foldable. It's compact a lot more than the 5 litre one. It actually compacts a lot better. It's made from a stronger material, and I think that it's worth having something like that, especially if you find a water source that's not close enough to your camp that you can just constantly get the water. Having something like that, you can get a whole heap of water disinfected at your camp rather than going backwards and forwards. I find that well worth having. I've got here my little yabby net. Just about everywhere in Australia you'll get yabbies, which in America you call them crawdads and freshwater crayfish and all that sort of stuff. We call them yabbies. They're tasty and easy to catch. This here will do all the catching for me, so I don't have to do the work. I can be doing other things while this thing catches the yabbies for me. So, food supply. Now the bag, I chose the big one out of all of them. I showed that before. Now it's got pockets galore. Every single pocket has other pockets in it. So it's just easy for organisation and all that sort of stuff. You can put everything in its proper place. You're not going to lose anything. It has a pouch on the side here that's supposed to be for a laptop, and I have used it for my laptop. It works really well. If I do get a solar panel big enough that I can actually take the laptop with me, I may decide to take the laptop with me, but that's extra weight and I don't think I'd bother. I'm not going to get any internet out in the bush, so so that's just a stupid thing for me to say anyway. But anyway, that flat part there, good for carrying things like the tarp and the yabby net and all that sort of stuff, which is flat, lies flat, and yeah. Okay, so we've got the big pocket, which has yet another pocket in the front, in the back of it, sorry. That's going to carry most of the bulk of those items, and once again it's just got pockets galore. I've even got a set of earplugs in there, so yeah. Anyway, that's the one I chose. It's a very heavy duty bag. I paid about $100 for it. No, I didn't. I paid about $50 for it. It was on special at a motorbike outlet. Basically, yeah, used on a motorbike. And last couple of items, I haven't decided yet whether I'll take it or not, but there's the dome tent, 2-person tent, very lightweight, only weighs about probably a kilo, maybe a bit over a kilo, and folds out. It comes out at a decent size. It doesn't weigh all that much. Haven't figured out where I'd store it. Probably underneath or something like that. But I'll take it with me anyway. And just a little cheapo sleeping bag. Now, I will get a better sleeping bag eventually, but I only paid, I think, $12 for this one here. And being that if you wet, it's a 12-degree sleeping bag. Oh, sorry. Yeah, goes down to 12 degrees centigrade. You'll still be comfortable in this. More so, not going to be much good for winter, but it will certainly do you in autumn and spring and summer and stuff like that. If you're wearing your clothes in winter and you're in your sleeping bag, you should be alright. Ballarat winters here get to, I think it was -10 last year, centigrade. So it does get quite cold, but if you plan it out properly, if you're wearing the right clothes and stuff like that, you should be fine. A few things to note that I've certainly missed is toiletries. Once again, hygiene is very important. So I definitely need to add a toiletries bag to here. Also extra clothing and stuff like that, and food. Now, I haven't added food specifically because I haven't decided what foods to take. I do make my own beef jerky, and I will take some of that, but also things like dried fruits and stuff like that will have to come in there, come into the. I'll have to figure out what sort of foods to take. So I haven't decided yet. So if there's anything I've missed, please feel free to comment and let me know what you think of what I've got so far, what you think I need, and yeah, anything you think that may be a little bit overkill, let me know as well. So yeah, thanks for watching. This is Cameron at Oz Bushcraft, and have a good one. See ya.